guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video. If at all it's your first time searching your eyes on me, my name is Emily Nene, and kindly subscribe to this family where we ensure before the end of every single video we learn a thing or two. Guys, welcome so much for the returning subscribers. Welcome so much the new subbies. Karibuni tena sana. I owe you a lot. A lot of content back to back. But here I am with the story. I've come to finish up the story of who are you and who exactly is Emily Nene. On the first episode, I got to share my backstory, more of like an introduction to the whole episode, and I got to narrate more about my family, my step brother and my step sister, the issues when they started, and the time I got really affected with my ulcers, and thereafter now kwenye ilishia, I was telling you guys now the story of how I got affected by the COVID, by Corona period. By Corona period, that is back in 2020. So, guys, get yourself a glass of juice, coffee, or whatever it is, and yeah, let's back to this episode. Well, first of all, you have a lot to take in. Having in mind 2020 was a year that a lot of people got to lose people. At the same, a lot of people got to make money. It was just a lot of things happened within that whole 1 year. And well, for me, this is what happened. So I remember vividly. This was back on February when our former president, that was President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, announced that all schools to be locked and students to vacate from the university premises and go back home. Having in mind, I'm still in Maseno, and you guys remember I told you that I love my space. And I love just being around myself and getting to learn myself. Do you understand that? So when you said that, I was like, we are going back home. I hope we don't go to stay. We don't stay that for that long. I hope tunaenda alafu tutarudi. So we got to vacate from the university premises. That was around Feb, hapo katikati, if I'm not wrong. And then when I came back home, that was around March. Hey, let me tell you, guys, life did a lot of things. Like, a lot of things happened for me. My mom was still working, but you see, also for them students, because she was working in a secondary school, even the students had been told to go back home. So she stopped working. That was around March. So all of us are in the house. We now see each other. Even have no time to communicate. How are you doing? How is life taking you? So most of the times you don't see each other because we tend home. Once I've closed from uni, when I go home, I only see my mom in the evening or maybe on Sundays. Do you understand that? But now you see, this time we are all together. My mom, my brother, and my sister. And the first month was okay. That was March. We were all okay, Nini, because we had at least more. We were thinking this COVID thing will not stay for long. So either way, we still had some ways to bring more food on the table, one way or another. Until was it June? Yes, it was in June. Having in mind, during the 2-3 months there about before June ifike, we used to work out with my mom. Oh God, I love that woman. We used to go run early in the morning, work out, and then thereafter have breakfast. Then we call it a day. Even the school tulikuwa inaisha as early as 9 a.m. after having breakfast. And when you were working out, this is how my friend came in. She's called Elizabeth. She doesn't like being called Elizabeth. She's called Wamboi. So Wamboi, we used to also run with her in the morning and then work out. Thereafter, as girlies, we ask ourselves, what are we going to do? So it was in just one day when we were from running. So we left my mom to go back home. But for me and Wamboi, we went to their place. And we were having breakfast at their place. We started asking ourselves, by the way, what are we going to do what kind of business are we going to start for us to gain money? Ama to bring more income in, to get money. What kind of business are we going to start for us to get money? And one of the cousins to Wamboi said, see, you guys, maybe you could start selling porridge to watu wa mjengo. So you're like, yeah, by the way, that could work. Hey, good. Do you know that guy? Having in mind, tunakimbianga very early in the morning. By 9, that is when our day is already over. We have already done everything and we are set and ready for the next day. So by this time, when this cousin to Amboy called George, told us that we could start selling porridge to watu wa mjengo, having in mind around our place a lot of people were building houses during corona period. Even asked ourselves, where are these people getting money from? Hey, so when the cousin told us that, we finished having our breakfast, and thereafter, me and Omboy, we set, tulianza, tukajipanga, venye tu tulikuwa na sweat yetu yenye tumetoka kukimbia asubuhi. Hivyo ndio tulianza kufanya more like twende site visits, twende tuone ni wapi na wapi kuna mjei, na at what time do these other mamas bring in their porridge or lunch, so that we calculate and see how we are going to start this thing. So we went. That day was a bit long. At least we got to fanya more of like move to from one place to another, and we found out that there were around like three places where people were building houses. And so with that, we are very sure that these guys on site, we have to come so early and sell porridge for them to drink. And so that is how we just told ourselves, having in mind, we are going to start this biashara tomorrow. Do you have any money? No, we don't have money. What do? Let's talk to our parents. We ask even 100 bob. We have 200 bob. Go buy porridge and sugar, maca. Because, yeah, that's how we did it, by the way. We bought porridge, flour, flour. We bought charcoal. We bought sugar. Only those three things. And then we told ourselves, tomorrow, rather than us running in the morning, you come, Wambui, come at our place, and then we are going to do the cooking and set ourselves to go and sell the porridge. So that's how the business started. And we went. The first day was not that good, biashara, but at least we got to sell 5 cups, and each cup went for 20 bob. So we made 100 bob. We were so happy, super excited. And so that's how the business started. From June, I remember I finished that biashara till November. I did that biashara and I got so much money. Like, you guys, that year made me realize that I'm an entrepreneur and I can do any business, and mimi siwezi bagua kazi. Like, that's one thing I noticed in 2020, siwezi bagua kazi, because at the end of it all, hiyo pesa yenye ninapata haijaandikwa nimepata hiyo pesa through kuuza uji. Hiyo pesa mwenye pia anapata from the bank haijaandikwa, kwa sababu haijaandikwa he's getting the money from the bank, from the kind of work he's doing. That was the time I was at peace with myself, and I told myself, since God is blessing the work of my hands, me waking up early, me carrying because I was carrying 5 or 10 liters of that kajerican, the small one. I carry it in my kiondo. If I have those pictures, I'll actually insert them here. I carry my kiondo and then go sell porridge. By around 11, 12, I was done and then come back home. But then biashara was so good. Like, I would make by around 12, 800, sometimes 500. Sometimes I will even end up cooking 2 jerrycans, which was back to back. So it's more like 1600 by early in the morning, you guys. Yes, and having in mind, 2020, I was 20 years old, and this young girl was making money by herself. So during this time whereby I'm doing this whole biashara, it reached a time whereby we didn't now have the way my mom used to not provide. She never had a way to give us food on the table. And I get, like, it's more like, how do I even put it? I've just said that my mom, during this time, my mom we used to have food. Like we'll go buy unga, nini nini, kusiagisha, kwa kidhei, kwa kisiagi. Then we know we have flour for cooking ugali. But now, there was this month, I don't remember vividly which month it was, but it was such a difficult month for us, whereby my mom came and told me, Emily, you see, with the business you're doing, you need to come and help in, chip in with some few things here and there. And I was like, it's okay, I'll try. I go early, get to ensure I'm selling even much more, so that with the profits, I can come and chip in wherever we want, with whatever we want, and at the end of it, I'll ensure we have food on the table. So, and that was it until this time. So Wambui got another job. Wambui left me running the whole biashara all alone. And then Helen came in. Helen was more of my best friend back from uni. But only, I guess, have I ever shared the story with you guys? No. Yeah, she was my friend since uni, first year of uni, and now this time we're not seeing each other for a while because we joined uni the same time, but again she transferred from our uni to another uni. So Helen came into the picture and helped me to continue running my business, forage business. So one evening, that day, we told ourselves we're going to cook chapati and stew ya cabbage, nyama. And then what we used to do, we used to wash the cups for the porridge in the evening so that I can also do my analysis, do my math. So that I can also do my math and ensure how many people did we sell to and has everyone cleared the whole balance and so on. But now this one day, my brother came in and he came a bit drunk. And then he found us, as we're preparing food, and us as ladies, we do multitask. She's cooking there, this other person is washing the utensils, we're cutting cabbage, everything being done by the ladies. My brother came in, and by this time my mom was just seated in the sitting room, and my brother said, Emily, can I help you guys cook? And I was like, hey, but you're drunk, man. See, let me do this. Let me finish whatever I'm doing. I clean the kitchen, then I'll call you. You come and do the cooking. And so my mom, I don't know what happened by then. My mom came and told him, no, umelewa, wezi kuja kupika saizi. Just go. We are going to call you once the food is cooked. So that's where the demons, I call them demons, ziliwashwa hivi. So there was more like a commotion in a minute, and that's how from the sitting room my brother came to the kitchen, and the cabbage yenye tulikuwa tushamaliza kukata, he came and poured it chini, having in mind the kitchen is still dirty, it's not clean. Having in mind I'm still washing the utensils, so there's water sprinkling all over. And also by then I had Austin is my nephew. Austin was also in the kitchen, and Austin was he was a young baby, so where I'd already cut the cabbage from, it was in a sufuria. So when he hit the sufuria fell on Austin, and what we had in a minute was Austin crying and shouting, amenigonga. So you're like, God damn it, why did you hit the baby? The baby did nothing to you. So, and we just told you, let us finish what we are doing, we're going to call you for you to come and cook. And kumbe, me talking or telling him this made him feel more bitter. And he came and told me, I remember he pointed at me, told me, we kwanza usinikumbushe, kwa sababu you're thinking you're providing for this family, unadhani unatulisha, unadhani umefanya everything, unadhani you've made it in life. And I was like, hata sijafikiria hivyo. Me just know at the end of it all, we need to eat, and we're eating, all of us. There are so many people dying during this COVID corona period. So the least that you could do is just appreciate we have food on the table. I'm trying to make sense with this person. I had forgotten a minute this person is drunk. And what he did in a minute, he slapped me. He slapped me, and I was like, God damn it. Why did you just slap me? Because I brought food on the table. Really? You slapped me. You slapped me. And that time, my mom, who was still in the sitting room, came in and she was like, if you want to hit again, if you want to hit Emily again, you have to hit me fast. So in a minute, having in mind, we were only me, Helen, and Austin in the kitchen, just chilling. Now, my brother has come in, hit the sufuria that had the cabbage, which has made Austin now cry. Austin and carried Austin and taken Austin to the sitting room. I came back and now trying to confront my brother and asking him, whatever you're doing is not right. You just hit the baby. You just let go. Let us finish this. Then I'm calling you to come and cook. But when I'm trying to tell him this, he hit me, he slapped me. And when he slapped me, that's when I also was in shock. And that's how my mom came into the picture and was like, if at all you're going to hit Emily once again, you have to hit me. And by then, what I remember, my brother said these words, wewe huku sio kwenyu, huku sio kwenyu, na usidhani kama unatufanyia hii kazi, hii mali itachange ikuwe yako, ama utagawiwa kitu yetu, hizi vitu ni zetu. So me, I was like, I hardly think about that. I hardly think about that. That hardly even crosses my mind. I'm not after your inheritance, my guy. I'm not. And then Nami told me, fanya hivi, your father is still alive. Go look for your father. And actually, sikutaki kukuona from tomorrow here. That's what he said. Sitaki kukuona. Sitaki kukuona kesho huku. Huku ni kwetu. Enda kwenyu. And I was like, God. Did you have to cause this whole scene when my friend is around? Unajua kuna venye vitu zingine you just try to unafichililia, unaget. But now he has made it all open. Like whatever happens in darkness shall be brought to light. That was the case. That was the case. So that is what happened. And when he slapped me and told me all those words, I went to my room. I remember I cried that night. I really cried. I took my bag, one of my bags, I took my bag and started packing. And then my friend came in, Helen came and asked me, Emily, unapack unaenda wapi? I just told her, I'm going to see my friend. I'm going to stay at my friend's place, just away from here. And I was like, no, that is not the right thing you're going to do. Your mom will be worried. So for her, she's seen this other side, me, I'm not even seeing anything. And actually, I told her, what I'm going to do right now, let me call this person, call my dad, and I get to inform him what has just happened. Because most of the time, he'll just ask me normal questions. Ama, the norm, how you doing? You're good? And cuts the whole story short till there. So I'm going to tell him what has happened right now. And I tell him also that I've been asked to vacate from this house and go to our house. So I want to know where our other house is, and I go there. So in a minute, Helen thought I was joking. So I picked my phone. Having in mind, at that time it was around 9 p.m. I called my dad and I told him, hi, Dad, do you know what I go through? Because most of the time you hardly even talk to me. He was like, what is it, my daughter? Me, no, don't call me my daughter. Right now, I've just been told to come out from this house because I'm not supposed to be in this house. So tell me where exactly I should be. Like, Emily, why are you talking like that? Who has just told you that? No, stop asking me so many questions. I've been told to go to where my dad is. Where are you? I want you to come. I remember also me sharing Nama telling my dad this whole thing. He was in a minute he was a bit confused and he was like, what is really happening on this other end? But in my mind I was like, I don't care what is happening on your end. Mimi nimeambiwa niende home, just do something about whatever I've been told because I just don't know how to handle all these things. So that was it. I told him and then I continued crying until now. Austin, having in mind Austin is a small kid by then, was even, I guess he was 4 or 3 years old because he was born, yes, he was 3 years old. He came and told me, Emily, acha kulia. acha kulia, amekugonga, pole. So you see, you seeing a kid coming to wipe your tears, actually, you remember to be strong. You remember, yo, let me stand firm for this baby. Let me be strong for this baby. Strong, strong, strong. So, having in mind, I told you guys I was packing. I was packing to go and stay with my friend. I had not told this person that I'm going to stay at their place, but I was like, kama mbaya ni mbaya, pia wewe nikikuja kwako nifukuze, then I'll know our friendship is fake. It's fake. And so, this is what happened. Austin coming and crying and wiping my tears made me rethink the whole situation, and also Helen talking to me and telling me, Emily, as much as your mother is not talking to you right now, a lot is going through her mind. Just take in everything and having wacha hiyo kitu ya alikuwa amelewa ibaki tu hivyo. But remember that a drunken person always says the truth. Okay? They always speak the truth. So how are you going to tell me that this person didn't mean all this time to alikuwa ametamani kunigonga ama kuna hii kitu ameishi kutamani kunifanyia, but he only got the chance to only hit me a slap in I never expected. And as I always say, I'm God's favorite human. So I remember I prayed and I asked God to guide me before I make any other decision. And that night, my brother went. He I don't know why he went, because all of a sudden my mom told him, whatever you have done, just know you've not done the right thing, and this I'll have to report it. So in a minute, my brother was not around for a while. So the following day, we woke up. I remember Helen aliniamsha early in the morning, akaniambia, hey, yo, wake up, let's go continue with our business. Having in mind, this business was giving us peace of mind, because you're doing this biashara from your heart. So we went, did the business, and in a minute, when I'm trying to shut this door, it's how it hit hard that these people thought I'm still after their things, I'm still after their things, and I'm like, you guys, mimi siko hapa, hata sikuangi huko, mi silizaliwa na mnaishi na mkiniambia hivi constantly, keep on telling me that this place is not ours. It's okay, it's not mine. I'm not supposed to be here. What I'm going to do, I'll do my best, me provided we're having food at the end of the day, food on the table at the end of the day. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do according to my capability. And after that was now in 2020. I went back to school. Tulirudi lini? 2021. We went back to school in 2021. This time I'd already realized and I already know who I am and how to deal with things. So 2020 in a nutshell made me become a lady of substance. I would say that, a lady of substance. And I also got to learn that I'm good at doing business, yes, and anything that I put my mind to, I will achieve it to the fullest. Yeah,